The house, when I think of it, is not just a shelter or a building. The building I think of as a sculpture. You have these two planes that are just floating on a glass wall system. And then you have this plane of a natural leathered surface that feels like it's terra firma. You know, it's from the earth, it's stone, it's soft, it's natural. But yet you still have a very crisp white wall behind that. You have a very modern glass wall system that keeps the environment, because the highlight of this building is the environment. So the things that we have in the building and the components of the building are really intentionally designed to draw people's attention to the outside. And the components on the inside are intended to relate to nature. So this building is not just a home, it's a sculpture. We're trying to do something different. So we put steps on grade, travertine slabs, coming up to a cantilevered stair that comes off the front structure, hanging from a hand-chiseled granite wall. Those stairs bring you up, and then the stairs that bring you down into the basement are also very unique. Covering the metal fabrication is a travertine cap, which is made with mitered corners so that it appears to be a solid piece of stone that's floating in the air. Leather is very important to this project. When I think of leather, I don't think of it just as a material, I think of it as a concept. We have vegan leather ceilings. It's supported by custom extrusions, which are integral to the lighting and air control systems. We've made a grid layout that's appropriate for the room and for the spacing that accommodates all the mechanical components in a very linear, minimalist fashion. Then the leather concept continues down into the floors. All the floors are leathered, which it just feels good. You walk on it, it has a nice texture to it. It creates this level of depth and richness that you just don't see in a honed or a polished floor. And then the walls, for example, the walls that are encasing the master suite, those are leathered as well. And all these textures, and it's a very subtle interplay of light and feeling, and it gives a much richer, more tactile experience that we think is going to ultimately give the occupants a greater sense of comfort. The doors in the master, which are also the same system in the main living area, are floor-to-ceiling sliding doors. They have wonderful hardware, so they operate with very little effort. So you can open the house up to the exterior, and the climate is so pleasant in this neighborhood, enough to just enjoy leaving your doors open and taking in the breeze and the elements. The master bathroom is it's a very serene, zen-like environment. The shower is interesting because we've taken glass and we've ran these glass walls all the way to the ceiling, and it terminates into a glass ceiling. So while you're in the steam shower, you have a view of the sky. There's a hand-chiseled granite wall that's a feature that forms the backdrop of the wall. It's a very tranquil environment. This house has been very carefully considered as far as maintenance goes. We wanted to build something that was beautiful but practical, in terms of maintenance and longevity. So, for example, all the exposed structural steel components that are exterior, we're using a very strong, robust coating system from Tnemec. It's the same material that they use in ocean liners, water tanks, and more industrial applications. And then a lot of the wall surfaces are stone, and stone is the most weather-resistant thing that we find in nature. And any wear and tear that it does have, it just simply adds to the beauty of the building, in my opinion. When you have an open-plan home, you need a kitchen, you want a kitchen, but you don't want it to be there when you don't want it to be there. When you need to cook, well, there's a pop-up range hood. The fridge is flush in the wall. All of the cabinets are flush with little or no hardware visible. So when you need to open the appliance barn, you need to open the pantry, when you want to open the bar, you can. But if you're entertaining and you want this pristine environment, well, you simply close everything down, and then the kitchen disappears. Most of the house has been commissioned and designed specifically for the house. It's very limited off-the-shelf components that you'll see at the end of the day. And a lot of care and concern has been put into creating a unique environment that's enduring, that's low maintenance, that's just aesthetically pleasing.